everyone, welcome to our podcast again. Here is Jazz Cube. I'm Jiangyan.
Hey, you're another host, Janak. So we have a great, amazing guest with us. We have got Sam Sitkas. Sam, why don't you introduce yourself to our guests?
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Sam Sixtus. I'm originally from Alabama, but I lived in Atlanta for the last 5 years or so.
Oh, so. Oh, that is too brief. I'm joking. Okay. So, can you tell us about your background, like the study stuff?
So I went to the University of Alabama where I studied math, finance, and econ. So did that for my 4 years there. And then following that, I worked at KPMG in downtown Atlanta, where I worked in their their valuation group. So we did goodwill impairments, intangible asset valuations, portfolio company valuations, and then a little bit on the debt side as well.
We should ask JB come back.
I know, right? I know. We've had some conversations over the time during Impact. We had some one-on-ones to figure some things out. So yeah, JB's been really helpful.
Well, that's interesting. Even I was with KPMG doing very similar stuff, like almost 7-8 years down the road. But what made you switch from such a good job working at KPMG and come to MBA at Emory?
Yeah, it's a question I've had to answer to myself a lot and to other people. A lot of it was just when I was there. I mean, it was a fantastic career, but I just didn't really see myself being there for another 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. And I had taken the GMAT a few years prior, and I knew that was about to expire in the next year to year and a half. Yeah. And so if I was going to do it, this was kind of the time to make that move happen. I'm also now engaged. I proposed last October. So thank you. She'll be around. I'm the lucky one. And so I knew that we were going to start making some more mature life decisions, and I really starting to think that through. And it just seemed that this would line up where I would graduate around the time that we'd get married. And so I wouldn't have to ideally have a year or two of no income while we're married. So just kind of everything was kind of lining up for this to be here at the right time.
So, Sam, you mentioned you are engaged now, right? So what do you want to do after MBA? It's like you want to settle down, start your family at Atlanta or somewhere else?
Yeah, so still thinking that through. I spent the summer in Florida and had a great experience. So Nextera Energy in Florida. So they're in near West Palm area. Had a fantastic internship. Would recommend it to everyone. We're just trying to figure some things out on our personal side of, my fiance works in Atlanta. And so just seeing how that move would work on her end. Still kind of figuring all of that out. But that was a great internship. It's tough to be, living by the beach for a summer. So had a great time.
That's good.
So across these 2 years, what was your favorite memory at Emory? It can be part of your internship as well, but across these 2 years, which is your most favorite memory?
I only studied 1 year. This is the second year.
through the year, year and change. I don't know if I'd say one distinct memory, but I would say my core team. I got really lucky of having a core team that I enjoy every single person on, and so we still hang out somewhat regularly. Shivani's on my team, and she's been planning a laser tag outing for us in the next couple of weeks, and so we still hang out regularly. So I think that's been one of my favorite experiences, throughout the entirety of it. I know everyone has different core team experiences, and I think I got pretty lucky, with my group there.
So, also, have you received the written offer, or you want to continue the job, right?
Yeah, so I got the return offer, which I'm very happy about. Very happy about. Thank you. Thank you. And so I would say it's more likely than not that we go back there. I just have to figure some things out. Again, knowing that I'll be married by the time we start any job, need to make sure it works for us as a collective before we decide. But more likely than not, going back to Florida.
And let's say if we show this recording to you 10 years down the line, is there some message that you would like to give to you 10 years older self of yourself?
It's a good question. I don't know if there's any specific message. I think one of the things I've enjoyed a lot about growing, or I guess I'm 27, but each year as I've gotten older, is learning more about who you are and making sure that you put time and effort and energy into the things that you enjoy, and that bring a lot back to you. So I just kind of hope I continue to, figure out who I am and what brings me that joy and put that effort into that.
Okay. So you said, can you tell us about your hometown? Because I've never been there. So any special thing about your hometown?
Actually, yes. So Alabama has a lot of different reputations. Huntsville is in like the northeast corner of the state, and it it got pretty popular, I would say, around the 1950s, 1960s, because a lot of the German engineers were brought over. I don't remember the exact story, but a lot of them came over right around the time of like space race, late nuclear weapons, space. Yeah, I think maybe it'd been like 40s to 50s. A lot of them came over from Germany to Huntsville and really helped to develop the space race. And so Huntsville actually was one of the like key centers for that then, but now has continued to be a massive engineering area, government contracting area. And the stat could be a little dated, but I think they have the highest PhD per capita of anywhere in the U.S. So I always joke that I went to just a normal elementary school, and pretty much every other person, every like student's parents were engineers, and I just thought that was a very like common career. Not that, I mean, I'm just saying not difficult, but just if every other parent's an engineer, you assume that that's just a very common thing. And then my horizons broadened a little bit, and I realized that not 50% of the population is an engineer. So yeah, it's a great spot. I like to go back a lot, and we'll, my family still lives there, so we'll see if it ever becomes our home again.
So as you know, I'm an exchange student. I'm exploring still America. If I were to go to Alabama, what places would you recommend, and what should I do over there?
So I think to really hit the Alabama traditions, I would go to, and I'm biased, again, going to the University of Alabama, but I would go for a weekend for a football season, and I would go to a game, and you have to almost get there either Friday night or Saturday morning, tailgate all day, go to the game. It is, I'm trying to even think how to describe it. Football in the South is like a religion, honestly, and I spend no less than like 30 hours a week on football or like reading, watching, which is not good, honestly, but so I would say that would be the number one thing in Alabama. Mark, he went to Auburn. They're like his school and my school are big rivals, so he'll say to go to Auburn. But honestly, one of those two would be, a remarkable experience and really give you a taste of, kind of undergrad and then just life in the South.
That's interesting. That's pretty interesting.
And get some good barbecue too. Barbecue, especially in the Southeast in general, but barbecue, a specialty down here.
All right.
So Sam, I would like to look like quite a the active person. So which sport do you enjoy the most?
Yeah. So I grew up playing football and wrestling. And wrestling. I wrestled for like 6 or 7 years. So we, when my friends and I have a few drinks, it comes out a little bit here and there. Now I honestly just run. I go to the gym. I've done a couple marathons, a couple triathlons. So yeah, I did 2 marathons in 4 weeks. So that was you did 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to undergraduate.
Okay. Mine was like 4 years ago. So it's been a little bit. I'm not in marathon shape anymore.
Me either.
But I used to do a couple of triathlons, not Ironmans, but like Olympic distance. So just like to do anything that kind of is a little different and gets me outdoors and a little fitness oriented.
Well, given that you are so athletic and you have done marathon and everything, is there any skill which is hidden from the rest of the world which you have?
Show some.
Yeah. So the one that comes to my mind is I can burp on command.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a really
Yeah,
That's a
I
very
don't.
cool one.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know if I'd really call it a skill. It's more something I just found that I can do.
Yeah.
Then do
Can you
it.
do
do
it?
it?
You can do it.
Oh my God.
I can just do it over and over. I don't know how I found that out, but it's probably 10, 15 years ago. I was like, I can just do this. So
Oh,
It's
yeah.
an impressive skill to have.
That is a very impressive skill.
I don't know
Okay.
if I'd call it a skill, but it's something I can do.
It's a talent.
Yeah, it's a talent.
Okay. So if you would like to give someone who wants to apply for Emory, for especially specific for our MBA program, so what kind of advice do you give?
I'd say every program that I looked at, and I had friends at other programs, each of them have their own specific flavor. So kind of you should know what you're looking for. One of the things I've really enjoyed is having a smaller class here of ballpark 130 people. It allows for you to get to know most everyone in your program. And you'll have some really good friends, but even outside of that, you'll know just about everyone that's going to school with you. And I've talked to people who have programs that are 1,000 people, and you just won't have that same experience. And so I've enjoyed that aspect of it a lot.
And I've seen the way the conversations have been spreading across the small campus. I mean, just 120 people, everyone is everyone's friend, so you really knows everyone's story. There's no hidden secret. But yeah, that's interesting. So, well, thank you, Sam, for this amazing podcast. I hope all of our audience also enjoyed hearing to you, listening to your story and your point of view. And we'll come back again with another great guest for you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you
See
all.
you next time. Thank you, Sam.
Awesome. Yeah,
Thank
thank you.
you.